Hey, hey, it's that time again. Pull up a chair and call a friend. We're talking about our days, the good and the weird, and memes so strange they should be feared. Some jokes pop, some jokes fall, but we keep on laughing through it all. It's blurry, it's cozy, it's a little bit funny. Oh yeah, well I thought it was funny. So tune in, baby, every other day. We got chuckles and cringe coming your way. It's a swinging little show, kinda loopy, kinda sunny. That's right, well I thought it was funny.
Well, my friends, this time is 10:54 a.m. Mountain Standard Time on Monday, the 17th of November, 2025. And then, of course, my friends, we know that that's the 18th. For our friends on the other side of the planet, those folks down under, those time travelers in Australia, say hello to my friends all over Australia, but a big hello for those folks in Melbourne, the city with the most group members of any city worldwide. That's pretty cool when you think about the fact that we have over 886,000 members in these two groups. That's right, we have a community called Well, I Thought It Was Funny. Over 886,000 members. Wow. We have 883.3 thousand in one group, and we have 2,700 in the other. So that's where the numbers come from. That is incredible. More people than a lot of cities have population, making us the funniest city on the internet. Population, us. Funny people in a funny place, making people laugh. Good place and good people to be. And speaking of people to be, my name is Lee. I'm the guy who started this community. I'm going to just call it a community because of the fact that it's two groups. The community of wellitheititwasfunny.com. And you are amazing. Celebrate both those things. How do I know this? Well, who are you going to be but you, right? I mean, you can be anyone you want, but you're always going to be you in the end. And how do I know you're amazing? Well, this community of ours, and I'm going to trip up and call it just a group, but I don't care. You know what I'm talking about. This community of ours was not amazing until you got here. And it's amazing now. So you rock. You're amazing. And cheers to those two facts. So thank you very much, folks. Thanks for making this community so incredibly popular. It's all because you're funny. Cheers to you. All right. What's happening? I got not much happening today. I really don't have any plans. This is going to be a quiet week work-wise, unfortunately. So I might do a little bit of laundry. You know how exciting my life is. I do want to do a little bit of grocery shopping. Hey, we're living on the edge, folks. Other than that, no real plans. Maybe, no. Sit down for this. This is going to really, really shock you. I might do the loop of the 3 thrift stores near here and maybe look for some movies or something, or some electronic doodads, or maybe a neat coffee cup for that intro video we've got. Boy, do I ever know how to live. Actually, I'm real happy. I just don't really have any real plans today. I really don't. What about you? What have you got going on? Oh, before you even answer that, take it, please. I'm not telling you what to do. I'm not the boss of you. Please, I'm asking you a quick favor. Hit the reaction button, whether it's a thumbs up, whether it's the happy face or the sad face, the heart, whatever. I just want to see a reaction on here. If you're on YouTube, just hit that thumbs up, please, or thumbs down, I guess, if you want. I'm not trying to piss you off. I just want to know who's here or how many people are here. At least that, Now, if you have another second or two, I would love to know how you're doing today, how you're feeling, what's going on. I'd love to hear a little bit about you, as little as, hey, I'm good or I'm bad or whatever. I don't need to cover it up. We're humans, right? Well, you're humans. I'm an alien robot wearing a poorly fitting human suit, but that's beside the point. Anyways, not every day is perfect, but I just want to hear from you a little bit about yourself. If you want to share some photos, that would be amazing. Maybe you've got a cool pet. Any pet's cool. Maybe you've got some plants you're proud of, a hobby, a collection. You share some photos. I'd love to see some photos from your life. Share some videos if you want. You'd have to send those by email, and you can send a lot of things by email at admin@wellithoughitwasfunny.com. That's the word admin, ADMIN, the @ sign, and wellithoughitwasfunny, all one word, .com. Send your stuff there if it's a video, or attach your photos to a comment. I want to hear about you, please. But once again, please hit the reaction button real quick. Oh, I should mention that yesterday was a really big football day here in Canada. I'm in Canada, folks. Surprise, surprise. It was the Grey Cup game. The Grey Cup. This is which is the CFL, Canadian Football League's sort of equivalent of the Super Bowl, or I should say, the Super Bowl is the NFL's equivalent of the Grey Cup, seeing as the first Grey Cup was handed out 116 years ago in 1909. First winners being the Toronto Varsity Blues. They are no longer a team. The most recent game, which happened yesterday, was fought between the Montreal Alouettes and the Saskatchewan Roughriders. The Saskatchewan Roughriders won in the end. It was 25-17 for Saskatchewan. Well, congratulations to the Saskatchewan Roughriders. Now, I know it was a football weekend in the States too, or football day yesterday, because Michelle Finnerty, who responded to my request for, a little bit about you. She said it was a football game yesterday. She was cooking. I think she said she was making chili, but I apologize if I got that wrong, Michelle. I just don't have my notes right in front of me. Michelle also shared an amazing collage of photos. Photos from walk, some changing of the changing of the leaves because it's autumn in the northern hemisphere. Just great walks, and a secret heart you'll find in one of her photos. We also got a photo from my mom, a collage from my mom, I should say. I noted yesterday that I was pretty sure that she had put up the Christmas tree. She did. She put up the Christmas tree. So she sent in a collage of a couple photos of the Christmas tree, including some bells that I made in grade 2. So that's like 49 years ago, I think, or something like that. That's right. I made some bells that went on the tree. They were it's like a styrofoam cups, like the old Dixie cups, with tin foil on them, and just those little craft bells, whatever you call them, attached to a red piece of wool. And I remember making this in school. I remember this vividly, actually. So, so my mom has that picture there. I'm going to share that photo too. And then Rose Glad also replied. Rose Glad sent in a photo of her latest hat that she's finished, and it looks fantastic. There's a dolphin. I'm going to show all this, I promise. It's not just going to be me talking. And she also mentioned that she's got a busy week with a lot of traveling due to medical appointments. Well, I'm sorry you have to do that unwanted traveling. Traveling's good when it's for reasons that you like. But I hope you get nothing but good results, and I hope everything goes well for you in your medical appointments, I'm trying to say. But, I should just shut up and bring up these photos. So let me bring them up right now here. Now, this is Michelle's collage of photos. There is, of course, in the top left, there's holes left by a woodpecker. And then in the right, the rest of the photos kind of speak for themselves, don't they? I mean, you got this great photo of the train tracks with those geese. The changing the leaves look amazing. And then look in that bottom center. There's that secret heart in the wild that she found. That looks fantastic. Your photos are always great. You live in such a beautiful part of the world. So thank you for that, Michelle. As I said, my mom also shared a photo. Let me bring that one up. A collage of photos. On the right, that's her tree. It looks great, Mom. That tree looks great. The bottom, of course, is the full tree, and then you see just above that is the bells I was telling you about that I made. 49 years old. They are just about ready to fall apart. Every year my mom thinks it's going to be the last year. And I'm not going to be upset, Mom, I promise. Everything is finite. But I'm glad you still have them, Mom. Always makes me happy to see them. And of course, the image on the left there is the first Christmas display she saw in the neighborhood while walking Rufus this year. But you can see that without me telling you, right? Thank you so very much, Mom. And then the next one, look at this fantastic looking hat that Roseglad just knitted recently. It looks amazing. It looks great. I love that dolphin, but it's at the same time, it's not just a dolphin. It's like, I'll just shut up. You can enjoy art yourself. And this is art. Fantastic. Unbelievable. Not unbelievable. We see it. We believe it, right? But fantastic. Thanks for sharing that, Rose. I really appreciate that. Thank you, Mom. Thank you, Michelle. And folks, why don't you share a little bit? Quick photo, just a quick blurb. But remember, at least just hit the reaction button. Thanks. And, well, that brings us to, I guess, a featured post. That's right. I do like to feature a couple of memes. At least a couple of memes. And today is no different. I do have a couple of memes for you. The memes tonight, or there whatever time you're watching. It could be tonight. They come from Connie Lolly, Lindsay Will, and Sue Ocheski. So, and it should be in that order if I've done everything properly. So let's bring them up. The first one from Connie Lolly. Yeah, that happens sometimes. I love the image. Oh, just shut up. Connie, thank you very much, though, by the way. All right, going to go to the next one. This is from Lindsay Will. We're all human, right? Well, you're all human. I'm trying to be. All right, just a few more seconds. And the next one is from Sue Ocheski. You should recognize that name. I have shared posts from Sue many times, and at the same time, Sue herself shares a lot of great funny stuff to the group. One of our top posters all the time, and here it is right now. And yeah, speaks for itself. It also makes me want to go fishing. Sue, thank you very much. Lindsay, thank you very much. And of course, Connie, thank you. You folks absolutely rock. You make everybody laugh. You make me laugh, and I'm sure you make thousands and thousands of people laugh out there. Folks, the only reason this group is popular is because of all the funny stuff that you folks share. I wish I could feature everything, but I can't. Who knows, maybe your post will make me laugh next, and I'll feature yours Wednesday. All right, so we get here. And then I always, kind of wonder what I'm going to do, but we really know what's going to happen, right? We go right to those bad jokes. So I popped into the shop to grab a few items, and I noticed that everybody was yelling at each other. So I looked around, and I realized my mistake. I had gone to the Holler store, and not the dollar store. What do you call a snowman with a six-pack? The abdominal snowman. The other day, my wife asked me where I got so much candy, and that's when I told her, hey, I've always got a few Twix up my sleeve. I can't believe I got fired from the calendar factory. All I did was take a couple days off. Did you hear about the guy who created Altoids? They say he made a mint. I hope you enjoyed those jokes, and I hope one or two of them made you laugh. I hope they all made you laugh, but I'm not living in denial. I wrote one of those jokes, and it's the worst of the jokes, and it's the first of the jokes. That's right, the Holler store, dollar store joke, that's mine. Kinda sorry, kinda not sorry. They're dad jokes, they're supposed to be bad. I kinda liked it. I'm sorry. But folks, I would love to tell your jokes too. Why not send your jokes to jokes@wellithoughitwasfunny.com or leave your jokes as a comment on this video, and I would love to tell your jokes, and if I do, I promise I'm going to give you credit. I don't steal jokes. I'm not going to start now. Send your jokes to jokes@wellithoughitwasfunny.com, please.
Want to help us out and look good at the same time? Head over to store.wellithoughitwasfunny.com where we've got t-shirts, hoodies, 3/4 sleeve rock shirts. We got coffee cups. We've got to-go cups. We've got stickers. Check it out today, folks. That's store.wellithoughitwasfunny.com.
I hope you folks don't mind that I throw that commercial in there, or those commercials in there. Not trying to be annoying, just trying to make ends meet. And it really is good products. I stand behind them, and people do ask me on the street about them. But let's stop talking about selling stuff. I want to talk about you. You're amazing. You are. I know I said at the beginning, and I always repeat myself, but thank you for making this community so popular, so successful, and so funny. Me at the best, mildly amusing, not to everybody, but you folks have made this community hilarious. So many people come here every day, and these are individual, different people coming in, that hundreds of thousands of different people come here every day, and they must find it funny because a lot of them stay. And that's because of you. So thank you. Thank you very much for making us the funniest city on the internet. And thank you for being funny. And I hope you're laughing. I hope you're happy, and I hope you're laughing. Because that's the whole point of pretty much everything I try to do, is try to make people laugh. You're helping me do that. So folks, I want you to have an amazing day today. Have an amazing day tomorrow. I'm going to be back in video format on Wednesday, but I'm always here. Have a fantastic day and keep laughing, my friends.
Well, I thought it was funny.
Well, I think it was funny.
Well, I thought 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 it was funny. Well, I thought it was funny.
Well, I thought it was funny.
Well, I thought it was